Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for you guys today. Glad everyone can join me. Before we get into that, I'm going to get a couple things set up. You guys roll in, and we're going to get started in just a minute. Hang on. All right. All right. Give me 1 second. We'll get started. All right. And we're up and we are running, and it's good to have everyone here today. It is good to have everyone here today. All right, let's get into today's show. All right. Guys, please like, share. What up, Cedric? What up? Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Smash the like button. Follow me all forms of social media, 3D Boxing blog. Guys, join the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's also in the ticker below. It's pinned in the chat. I'm going to pin it in the chat now. It's $5 a month. Gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. Gets the lock of the week. It gets you access to the Discord. In the Discord, what up, Muscles? In the Discord, you get the updated props, you get the live betting, you get all the best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe, which is $5 a month. It's $5 a month, gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. All right, let's get started. Oh, okay, I got to pay the bills first, guys. After you do that, please head over to carnivalbar.com. That's carnivalbar.com. Make sure to use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. It's a meal in your pocket. It's the nutrition of a steak. It's the world's only high-fat, grass-finished beef bar that replaces the meal while on the move and stores for years to get your travel, autonomy, and freedom back. That's carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. All right, let's get started with today's show. Let's go. Hey, Muscles, the lock we talked about. What up, James? Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Please smash the like button. I'm gonna share. Is it cool, Muscles, if I share our lock? I didn't put in the lock of the week. I like it a lot. I want to share it with everyone because I do want everyone to get rich. I'm gonna share the lock of the week. Not the lock of the week. The lock that me and you discussed. That you sent me that. We both locked it. I've locked this in. I'm 99% sure Muscles has locked this in as well. So I do want to share it with you. What up, James? All right. Let me delete all this out. I put the lock of the week. If you're in the Discord, I've sent everyone the lock of the week. I want to give y'all another. I don't call it a lock, but I really like this, and it's paying plus 400. I like this a lot. I just want to share it with you. Kachachi Wood over 10.5. Sorry about that. Moyataya and Abdulev over 10.5. And then Navarrete Suarez over 10.5. Plus 420. Over on all three fights. I don't want to call this the lock of the week, but I really like this. I really like this bet a lot. 3-leg parlay, I think easy money plus 400. What do you guys think? Leave your comments, questions, thoughts in the super chat. Let me know. I like this a lot. Let me get to the super chat. Appreciate that. Let me get to these super chats. If life depends on it, what's the best 3-team lock? For you confused me with 3-team lock. Like for boxing, or you're asking me a basketball question? You want to give you a 3-team lock, and then Chio, my dude Chio, thank you for the $15 Australian super chat. Let me see what that translates to. I appreciate that. Let's get it this weekend. Would like to see your picks in every card and fight to stay away and prefer to do live betting. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. I'm not. Cedric's questions kind of confusing me a little bit. I want to get to Cedric too. I'm going to just run through it real quick. I'm going to give you all the bets, all the locks that I like. I locked it in already as soon as we agreed on our tech. I locked it in too, man. We are locked in. So I just want to go over that one more time. This is what I like a lot. Kachachi, Moyataya, and Navarrete. Kachachi Wood over 10.5. Moyataya Abdullah over 10.5. Navarrete Suarez over 10.5. And I legitimately like the over in all these fights. I really like this bet, guys. That's an assist to Muscles. I don't even want to. I give the basket to Muscles. I give the basket and the assist to Muscles on this one. Great job, my man. I like it a lot. Okay, that was all right. Like, so, I mean, look, Gallegos. If you want an easy 3-leg parlay, you just want to hit. You know, I could give you, Alan Garcia, Giovanni Santillan. Like, there's a 3-leg parlay. It's minus 500. Now, if my life depended on it, I would just take this. But I'm guessing you want better odds. I would imagine, right? You want better odds than minus 500. So, if you want to get down to closer to minus 200, Valslant, Nicholas Flaz, I think these are good bets. Now, you got it down to minus 323. Who I like a lot, which I think is a no-brainer, a bet I really like is Puma Martinez. So just doing this. Nicholas Flaz, Darrell Valsaint, and Puma Martinez. That 3-leg parlay right there is minus 263. To me, that's easy money. Flaz, Valsaint, and Puma Martinez. Minus, what is it? Minus 263. Like, to me, that's a pretty good parlay. It just depends on what odds you want to get. I can get you a parlay, I'm still waiting on that over for the Walker fight. But I love the over. If you want close to even money, I like Kachachi over. I like the over on Kachachi. Then I like Puma Martinez. And then you want a third leg. Give you a third leg on this. Alan Garcia. And now we got an even money. We got an even money parlay here. Plus 100. Kachachi, Martinez, and Alan Garcia. It's 3-leg parlay. And I think this is really easy money right here. And it's at even money. Kachachi, Martinez, Alan Garcia. Bang, bang, bang. 3-leg parlay, easy money. If you want a plus money parlay, I can do that too. So you got to let me know what you I mean, this is even money. Over on Kachachi. Money line, Fernando Martinez, Alan Garcia money line. I got you even money. I got you even money. Moving is in the house. This Roberto Cruz, can Cruz beat Katz? Yes, he can. I would give Cruz a much better shot to upset Katz than I would Ioka to upset Puma. I don't think the first fight between Puma and Ioka wasn't close. It wasn't competitive. The scores were right. Like, the judges got it right. It wasn't close. It wasn't competitive. Puma beat him up. I fully expect Puma to beat him up again. I really do. I'm going to give you guys a couple of more locks this week. I'm going to give you at least two more. I've got you one. I'm going to get you guys another lock. But, like, to me, Roberto Cruz and Katz is a toss-up of a fight. Like, I'm leaning towards Katz. I do think Katz will win. But if you're asking me, can Cruz win? Yeah, I think Roberto Cruz is a good fighter. I think he definitely has a chance to win. I wouldn't favor him. I wouldn't say it's an outstanding chance, but he's not going to be outclassed. He's not going to be manhandled. It's going to be a competitive fight, and I don't love the odds on Katz. That's why I'm staying away from it. I think this is a very competitive, very close fight. I want to get back to Chio here. Chio, very generous super chat. Appreciate that. I want to get into this. I want to just run down real quick my thoughts on all these fights here. I'm just going to take it from the top. I'm going to show you all the bets that I like this week that we have out right now. I'm not touching this. I'm not touching minus 3,500. Kaipai Gallegos, I would get in on this at minus 1,000. Corey Marksman, Tatum Beltran. I don't know about Marksman. Piro, I'm not touching at 2,500. I do like Soliman. I do like Soleimani at minus 155. I definitely think he wins. These minus 10,000, minus 6,000 fights, I'm not touching. Sam Noakes, I'm not touching. I like Chris Kongo to win. I think him being minus 175 is a pretty good bet. I would look to get in on that. We don't have an over on Nino and Daniela Bermudez, do we? Yeah. If we get an over on that, does anyone have an over on Nina Menke and Daniela Bermudez? Does anyone have the over on that? Because I would like to see that. Does anyone have an over prop or the fight to go the distance prop on Menke and Bermudez? I would like to see the prop on that. That would be something I'm interested in betting in. Ezra Taylor and Trey Jones. I like Trey Jones, the San Antonio Spurs. Troy Jones, plus 340. I like Troy Jones at plus 340. I think the odds are worth it. This to me is a 50-50-ish kind of fight. I'm not really convinced that Troy's going to win, but if you're looking for an upset, I'm going to lay off of this, but Troy Jones might be a good upset. An upset I like better is Kurt Walker. I think Walker wins the fight. I think he can outbox Davey. I actually have a difficult time seeing Davey has to get a knockout. I can't see Davey's winning enough rounds to win the fight, and I don't see him knocking out Walker. So I like Walker in this fight. Kachachi and Wood, I like Kachachi. If you can get the over, I've seen the over at close to even money on Davis and Walker. I would take that. Kachachi and Wood, I think, is the fight where we can make a ton of money on. I like Kachachi at minus 220. I like over 10.5 rounds. And I like Kachachi by decision. I like all those bets right there. I think they're all really good odds. Fight to go the distance. Yes, I think that's a good bet. I think this fight goes the distance, and I think you're making good money on this bet. Alan Garcia, you can take that. Would lay off of this. I would lay off minus 5,000. Giovanni Santillan, you want to throw that in the mix? That's an easy win for Santillan. I would lock that up minus 2,500. Easy money. Minus 4,000, I would stay away from. This is an interesting one. Like the odds are just wild. Like there's no way I'm betting Sebastian Hernandez at minus. Sebastian Hernandez, I would say, has a 75% chance of winning this fight. But Azat Hovhannissian is a really, I don't want to say a really good fighter. He's a rugged fighter with a legitimate shot. Plus 475. You want to roll the dice a little bit, you're probably going to lose. I mean, Hernandez is most likely going to win this fight, but I think, you know, you want to take a long shot, that's kind of worth it. Nicholas Flaz and Darrell Van Zandt, these are staples on the Pro Box series. They're going to win. They're not going to give them tough fights. They're both going to win. Valsant against Rodolfo Orozco, easy fight. Nicholas Flaz, really good-looking prospect. He's got Alan Sanchez. These are both things that you can lock up. I like Erickson Lubin. I think Lubin's a good bet. I think I like the over in this fight. I could see a late stoppage. I don't have a line on the over. Let me know if you guys have a line on the over on the Lubin fight. I like Navarrete. I think Navarrete is easy money at minus 550. And I like Charlie Suarez to pull him on an upset. I also like the over in both of these fights. I think you can take the over in the Muay Thai fight and the Navarrete fight. I think you hit on both of those. I think you should feel confident with both of those. I think they both go over. Puma Martinez. I love Puma Martinez in this fight. So there's 18 bets I really like in this fight. Let me get to some of these comments, and I will if you want a single bet, I don't know what book you're using. Are you using this DraftKings? If you're using another book, they have the over on Kachachi, on Walker at close to even money. On the Walker Davies fight, they have the over at close to even money. I would just bet that. Do you think Roberto Cruz? I just did this one. Miran's in the house. Hey there. How we doing? Hope I haven't missed much. No, it's good to have you here, Miran. It's always good to have you here. I see you like Walker. I can't see it. I think Davies wins. He stops him late. Really? I mean, look, I agree. There are two possibilities here. Davies by stoppage, Walker by points. I can't see Davies winning enough rounds to win a decision. So he'd have to knock him down a bunch of times or to win a decision. So I think there are two possibilities. Davies by stoppage and Walker on decision. So which one do I think is more possible? Davies can hit better than Walker for sure. I don't think Davies is a big hitter. I think Davies is going to get outboxed. So I like Walker. I think the better odds are on Walker winning by decision. Katz is always in a close fight. I agree. I'm not. Yeah, I don't see Troy Jones winning. Probably not. I think that fight's very close. I was just taking the odds. I was taking a gamble on the odds. If you like Ezra probably wins. You're probably right. You know, I don't love that bet. I just don't like the odds on Ezra. Ezra was fairly wide. It was way too wide for my liking. I thought it should be close to an even money fight. What were the odds on it? Minus 500. Yeah, minus 500. That's just not a good bet to me. I just, you know what I'm saying? You're getting the same odds on Muay Thai. And Muay Thai is such a safer bet to me. I just don't love that bet. I agree. Troy Jones is a long shot. What's good, Fast Car? What's good, my man? Good to have you aboard. Walker has a good amateur style. But he can't keep that pace for 10 rounds. We've seen it against Woodstock. His feet tires and it turns into a dogfight. Davies will get him out and stop him late. That's if you're betting on Davies, right? Like that's what you're betting on is a late stoppage that he can get him out late. He's not going to ice him with one shot early. He's not that kind of puncher. He is a bigger puncher. He's not feather fisted. He carries a little bit of pop. So I think he's going to get outboxed. The question is, can he, while losing the battle, win the war? I guess is kind of the question here for Davies. I would bet he can't. I would agree that he's going to rally late and he's going to win a bunch of the late rounds. I just don't think he's stopping Walker. That's why I'm saying if you can get the over on 8.5 or whatever, I would definitely look to bet the over on that fight. I definitely think that's going over. I threw a bet on Nav. Oh, Nav punches thrown is a great bet. Suarez punches landed. Ooh. And Suarez to win. All right, so two of this I love. Suarez to win and Nav to land more punches. To throw more punches. Suarez to land more punches. That's the kicker right there. Well, obviously, Suarez is the kicker, too, to win. He's minus 350 or whatever he is. So that's the kicker, too. But I like Suarez to win. The punches landed is the kicker there. But at plus 6,000, I love the odds here, man. For plus 6,000, that's a great bet. Over on Kurt Walker a lot. Over 8.5, yes. Ask Miran, right? Because Miran thinks it's a late stoppage. Would he take the over or the under on 8.5? Kurt Walker on the over, to me, is a lock. I think so. BC's, and it's been a while, BC. Oh, no, you didn't hear my last show. Never mind. I take that back. Bath Boy is here. Cipollini is here. Over on the Lubin fight is minus 200. I like the over. I'm going to get to the tape on that next. Let me address that since you brought it up. So I'm going to do the video shortly after this. I'm going to do the video on Puma and Ioka. I'm going to do the video on that. I'm going to get you that video out shortly after this for sure. Then I'm going to start working on Lubin. I'm going to get you that out tomorrow. So you have the Lubin video tomorrow, and you'll have the Puma and Ioka video tonight. I'm also going to be going live tomorrow. I'm going to try to bring you guys a lot of live content. I'm going to bring you as much live content as I can. I'm going to go live at the fights on Friday. I'm going to go live at the fights, both fights on Saturday. Sunday is my anniversary, and it's Mother's Day. So I don't think I'm going to be able to go live that day. I'm trying to explain to my wife, I'm in the trenches here, baby. I got to make money. It's a big fight week, but I don't think that's going to fly. I think we're going to dinner, etc. So I don't think there's going to be a live on Sunday. It's Mother's Day. It's my anniversary. It's the whole thing. The over on the Menike fight is minus 1,000. I would take it. Why not? In the UK, Ezra opened up at minus 250. A lot of money came in. In the US, he opened as a dog, and that changed the odds very quick. Yeah, Ezra should be the favorite. I just minus 500 to me is wild. Like it's disrespectful a little bit to Trey Jones. The over can be a sweat. I think 6-10. I think, but yeah, I'm not sure. I think he's going. So is he a lock? If you like him to win, you know what I'm saying? I think it's a lock. I'm more confident on the over that it goes the distance than I am on Walker winning. But if it goes the distance, I see Walker winning. I don't see Davies winning enough rounds. I just can't see it. Right? Like I don't foresee that happening. Let me do a poll real quick. Hang on. What? Well, who wins? I'll just do who wins. Walker? Davies? Draw? start poll. Give me 1 minute. I got to run to the bathroom. I'm quite confident Davies wins for me. I like the over on Lubin. I haven't gotten to the tape yet. I'm going to get to the tape tonight and tomorrow. I'm trying to get him on. I'm gonna. All right. Let me reach out to him. I could be wrong. I'm not locking him up. It's not a lock to me. I did the tape on it. I broke it down. All right. You know what? I'm gonna go with my other account. And I'm gonna vote. Hang on. I just gave you a vote for Davies. I just put a Davies vote in there. Guys, vote in the poll. Everybody vote in the poll. I can't vote in my own poll, but I have another account, my Brooklyn Nets account, that I went into and voted for. No, I appreciate me, Ron, especially when it comes to the Brits. I really, really value your opinion. For sure. So I appreciate that. I really value your opinion on boxing in general, but specifically really on the Brits. Everyone is liking Davies. All right. I got Cruz, Blue Collar Living in the house. He's got Cruz to upset Cats. It's fair. My concern with Cruz is he hasn't fought at that level yet, and he had the layoff. He's been inactive. But I'm a big Cruz fan. I think Cruz has definitely got a shot to win Texas. I know he's from Puerto Rico, but he trains and lives in Texas now. I'm very familiar with him. I know him well. I think he's got a legitimate chance. I'm not touching Cats at whatever he is, minus 400, minus. But I'm not touching Cats. I would pick him to win. But to me, the odds just aren't worth it. Watch tape on Davies. He looks much better. Plus, the over on the UK fight scared me because of the refs. Yeah, the refs being super sensitive is a concern. I don't think. Look, Davies is a bigger puncher. Is the bigger puncher in the fight. He's a bigger puncher than Walker for sure. He's not really a puncher. Like I don't see him getting a one-punch stoppage. He's not going to ice him unless something crazy happens. So to me, Walker is the better boxer. He's got better feet. He's got the better jab. He just wins it in more ways. The only question is, right, does he fade? If this was a 12-round fight, I may change my mind. 10-round fight. Can he survive for 10 rounds? I think he might be able to. That's the question. If he survives 10 rounds, I think he wins. Because I think he won all the early rounds. I think he won the early rounds off his jab, off his movement, and he put rounds in the bank. Kurt Walker is quite impressive on the tape. I'm not sure. Did you watch I did watch the Woodstock fight. His last fight. He didn't look good. Yeah, I taped the Woodstock fight. I did tape on the Woodstock fight. I've watched his last 3 fights. They also pushed Katz on the promotion, gave him a suspect decision over Brandon the Cannon. That's right. That's right. He did get that's a good point. I forgot about that. He got a very questionable decision. I like Cruz. Guys, if you want to bet Cruz, bet him. There's a couple of things about betting on him that scare me away. Like, I think Kurt Walker's a better bet at similar odds. I don't like Davies, so take that into consideration. I can't wait for to fade him against Shabazz. Made a lot of money. There you go. All right. Let me know if you guys have any less questions, comments, thoughts, super chats. Let me this is getting closer, guys. All right. Guys, keep voting in the poll. This Miran, I put a vote in for you for Davies. So there's an extra vote in there. Guys, keep voting in the poll. Please vote in the poll. I'm actually very interested in who you guys think is going to win this fight. I'm going to text my British guy real quick. He's probably not awake, but I'm going to text him. Who you like, Davies or Walker? All right. Guys, I appreciate the super chats. Any questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, put them in there now. Yeah, he probably isn't. It's 2 a.m. I'm on the night shift, so that's why I'm up. Yeah, I text him. He might get me in the morning, and I'll share the results with him. I don't know. Rob, UK Rob on Twitter. It's my boy. And we used to do a podcast together, MCR podcast. Good dude. Really good dude. Really knowledgeable on British boxing. Like him a lot. So I just want his take on it. Because I'm fairly confident. I'm not 100% in on Walker, but I'm pretty. Oh. So Miran says, yeah, he probably is. It's 2 a.m. I'm on the night shift. That's why I'm up. My boy Rob from the UK texted me back. I like them more than you at 1:51 a.m., Gary. Why are you, if you're awake, Rob, why are you not on my live stream, my dude? Why are you not on my live stream, huh? All right. Let me see if he says I don't think he's gonna give me a response. I think he's pissed at me that I texted him now, but what are you gonna do? What can you do? All right. If there's no last minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, I'm going to check the poll one more time. I will be live again tomorrow. Not sure what time. I will be in contact with y'all. I will let y'all know when I will be live. No, yeah. See, Azot plus 500 over 475. Let's see. Yeah, plus 475. That may be worth a gander. Yeah, next week seems boring. So let's just make a bunch of money this week. You know what I'm saying? Let's just make a bunch of money this week. Next week doesn't look great. All right, I'm gonna wrap, y'all. It's great to have her. I will be live tomorrow. It is May 8th, 2025, from Texas to the world. Thank you, and God bless. I don't know if I told you, but I'm supposed to be flying into New York City for Shiraz Berlanga card. Let's be in contact. Miran. Let's be in contact about that. All right, guys. Miran, hit me up. Let's be in contact. It is May 8th, 2025, from Texas to the world. Thank y'all, and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.